Hey, what's up you guys? It is Aaron from Aaron Thinks Different and welcome back on my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. And as you already can tell by the title, this video is about the top productivity apps I use on a daily basis for creating content, for doing my work stuff and for just using my MacBook Pro to the best I can actually use it. And without further ado, let's just jump right into my MacBook and I will show you everything that's on there and what I actually use on a daily basis. So yeah, here we go. So this is what my screen usually looks like. It's pretty tidied up, it's empty because I'm currently hiding some icons on the side and I will show you how I hide them. But at first I'm going to show you my calendar of choice, which is Fantastical. And you might already know Fantastical from other several YouTubers, and this is what the interface usually looks like. Currently I'm on dark mode because I set up my whole MacBook to dark mode. I do enjoy the dark mode more than the bright mode or the day mode. What I do really enjoy about Fantastical is that it has been a built-in weather forecast for 12 days in a row. So if I jump to the date of today, which is the 25th of November, we can see a 12-day forecast for every day what the weather might be on that day. And this is what I do actually enjoy pretty much about this. The other thing that I do really enjoy about Fantastical is the way how you add some events or appointments in Fantastical. By just clicking on the plus sign up here and then you can type in whatever you want. Maybe I have a doctor's appointment and then I'm typing in something like dentist on Monday next week at 11 AM. And as I'm typing it in there, you can see that it sets the right date, which is the 13th of November, which is going to be a Monday next week at 11 AM, and it usually sets it up for 1 hour appointment, but I could easily say it's for the whole day. And then I can choose in which calendar it is stored, and currently I'm storing everything in my Gmail calendar, so I can access the calendar in other apps as well. And then you can, which you already know from other calendars, set a color to it and whatever you want to do. There are several more options you can add there. Currently the feature by just typing in the whole event itself in like pure text form is pretty cool to me, and this is what I pretty enjoy about Fantastical. So coming back to my desktop view, the next app I do use on a daily basis or sometimes on an hourly basis is Outlook, which is my mail client of choice. I know that there are several pretty good mail clients out there, but since I've always used Microsoft products for my business and office stuff like Word, Excel, Outlook, PowerPoint, I'm so used to the user interface of all the products and I do know so many comments, and I'm just in a pretty good workflow with the Microsoft programs, and that's why I stick to Outlook. And I do have Outlook on my iPhone, on my iPad, on my computer, on my MacBook, so this is my client of choice and it looks everywhere pretty similar. And this is why I like this so much. Nothing more to say about Outlook, it has the same features as other mail clients do. So the next app in my daily workflow when I create content for my Instagram, for example, is Lightroom. And I do have the Lightroom Creative Cloud version, but I do enjoy the Lightroom Classic version a bit more than the Creative Cloud version because I'm used to this user interface, even though it does not look as pretty as the newer ones from the Creative Cloud, for example. But I like the features which are in there and the way they are organized, and I'm just used to the workflow in Lightroom Classic, so I stick to Lightroom, and Lightroom Classic is my photo editor by choice. If I do have any bigger works to do on my photos, I change up to photo. But for the normal content creation, Lightroom Classic is what it's doing its job for me. When it comes to organizing my day and my whole life and structuring everything, my go-to choice is Notion, and you can already see Notion down here, and I already made a whole big video about how I use Notion, how I set up my whole Notion template, where you can actually buy this template for only $5. So if you're interested in it, just click in the link down below in the description box. I will link it there and then you can see how I set up my whole Notion tool. But Notion is my organizing app, which has to be mentioned in this video as well. But I'm not going into deep dive into Notion in this video. So the next app I do use on a very regular and daily and sometimes even an hourly basis is OneDrive. OneDrive is just a cloud from Microsoft, and as I already told you, I'm so used and familiar with the Microsoft products for the office environment. I do also stick to OneDrive. Plus, if you have the Office package 365, you will get 1 terabyte of drive storage from OneDrive, and this is why I stick to OneDrive. It is pretty good, it is pretty simple, it works on several devices, whether it be Apple, Windows or Android. So this is my cloud of choice. So this is actually what my OneDrive storage looks like right now. I do have everything on my MacBook, but it's also stored in the cloud, and so I have access from every device on there. So that makes my workflow pretty simple. If I have any pictures or any documents or whatever, I can store it in my OneDrive, and a few minutes later I can use it from every other device that I use on my current workflow. So last but not least, I will show you the trick how I hide all my icons up in here. Currently you can see some icons here, but if I do take any pictures for Instagram or something like that, or I make a video like this, I like to remove them all, but I don't want to put them anywhere else or delete them, so I just use a pretty simple tool which is called CoverDesk, and I will also link it in the description below. It's a free tool and it's pretty easy to use. Once you install it, you will get you can search it by CoverDesk, and if you open it up, you will get this little icon up here, and by clicking this it will show you the desktops where you can possibly hide stuff on, and currently we only want to hide stuff on the first desktop. This is the desktop you see currently, so by clicking hide desktop icons for screen 1, clicking this, and voila, all the icons are removed from here. So this is pretty clean, pretty dope, pretty nice for pictures, or if you're having any Zoom meetings and you want to share your desktop and don't want people to see the stuff which is on your desktop, this might be the go-to solution for you. Okay, I hope that I covered all the apps that I use on a daily basis, but I think so. I made a whole script about this, and I think I just covered everything which I do really need, and I don't like to have too many apps to use. I like to minimize them on the most efficient way, and this is like the workflow and the apps I use for it. So that's it for the video today. If you liked the video, just give it a thumbs up, it would mean the world to me. Thank you so much for sticking in and watching the video to get. Thank you so much for sticking in. Thank you so much for sticking in and watching the video. If you have any feedback or want to comment anything, just put it down in the comment box below, and then we can chat about this. If you have any questions about any tools that I use or my workflow or how I organize stuff, just let me know and I will answer you this. Okay, so thanks for watching the video, and we will see each other the next time. Bye!